Hello children, today we are going to write down the exercise part, that is question answers and some grammar part. So there is a first true or false. We have first true or false. What is the question? Yes, read it out. This is a letter written by a father to his daughter. No, this is a letter written by a mother to her daughter. What do you think the age of the daughter could be? The age of daughter could be 12 or 13 years. Okay. Next one, it is somewhat painful for both parents and the child to be separated. Yes, it is difficult or painful to the parents and to the children also. Why do you think the daughter has gone away from home and living in a distant place? For the purpose of education. I think daughter has gone away from home for the purpose of education and also to cultivate the habit of doing their works on their own. To be well disciplined, strong minded and persistent, responsible. So to be well disciplined, to know how to do her own work and to be a responsible girl. Okay, here we have the mother says this is the first time apart. What does she mean? Yes, this is the first time. She means that they are first time being apart each other. Okay, this is the first time. She meant that they were used to being close all these days. This is the first time are apart from each other. The mother says you will be ready to fly away. Explain what she means. She means that like a bird you will be ready to fly. She meant that like a bird because a bird stays in the nest nurtured by the mother until it develops strength to fly. It flies out in the same way when a child grows up naturally, becomes independent and lives far from their parents. The mother praises her daughter for her six good qualities. What are the 6 good qualities? Okay, let us see now. The 6 qualities are strong-minded, persistent, cannot be easily discouraged, independent and responsible. Okay, mother praises her daughter so that she will be encouraged to live in the new environment. She should not feel homesick. She should make the best of this experience. An example of the daughter's good behavior is given. What is it? When the teacher was going faster than she could manage, she herself made study cards and took help from her parents. Finally, succeeded in learning tables. The daughter's good behavior is she was independent enough to think through her problems. Imagine you are living in a hostel. Tell your partner about your life there. Okay, let us see now. I live in a hostel for the past 3 years. This is an experience given by a child who lived with their parents 7th, 8th standard, 9th standard and 10th standard. The main advantages of hostel is everybody in hostel learns to live independently, which we don't do at homes, and always be dependent on others. In the home, we always dependent on our parents, neighbors, cousins, friends and all. But in the hostel, you should be independent. Being friendly with everybody, eating, sleeping and going to school with our friends. Experience is lifetime awesome. Initially, of course, I yielded to homesickness. Gradually, it was a wonderful picnic every day. So, I was having homesickness. That means I felt painful to be far away from parents. Learning to look after oneself is learning to feel dependent. No, learning to look after oneself means to learn independent, how to be independent. Poonam once said to her hostel mate, "Speak up for your needs. Why are you hesitant?" Poonam once said to her hostel mate, "Speak up for your needs. Why are you hesitant?" No, this is not in the lesson. Because only the mother is writing the letter and daughter is not sharing any experience of her in the lesson. What is homesickness? Have you ever felt homesick? Okay. Homesickness is a sickness suffered by one whenever someone has to live apart from the homeland. Family members, yes, I felt homesick when I went to camp for 10 days. See lesson once again. Homesickness is a sickness suffered by one whenever someone has to live apart from their homeland, even family members. Yes, I felt when I went to camp for 10 days. You will feel homesickness. Next we have, look at the third sentence in paragraph 5. Rewrite it as 3 simple sentences. Begin like this. Are you homesick? If so, help someone else to overcome homesickness. That may help you feel better. The mother told to her daughter, if you feel homesickness, help someone else to overcome homesickness. That may help you feel better. Next, the author is saying that what good qualities can hostel life develop? According to Mary and Kane, give examples. You can use these words like broad-mindedness, sympathy and helpfulness. Okay. So, when you are in the hostel, you need these qualities: helpful, sympathy and broad-minded. Broad-minded means you have to say, okay, it's okay. You want, you take it. This type. Hostel life develops the good qualities of being independent, responsible, persistent, broad-mindedness, sympathy, helpfulness. According to American, hostel life teaches independence. Independence helps to do their work on their own and also cultivate the qualities of responsibility. Sympathy, whenever we find someone homesick, we have to show sympathy and help them to come out from their homesickness. It will even bring ourselves out of homesickness. The hostel life teaches us to show on their own and cultivate the quality of responsibility. Next one is sympathy. Whenever we find someone homesick, we have to show sympathy and help them to come out from their homesickness. It will even bring ourselves out of homesickness. The hostel life teaches us to show concern about others. Hostel life also teaches us how to cope up with new situation and also to overcome the confusion which happens at the times of learning new ways or getting introduced to new people in hostel life. Since all the students live under one roof, it helps to develop the sense of oneness, that is broad-mindedness. Then the mother tells her daughter, it is good to be an introvert. Is it good? No. Why? Yes. Let me explain you what is introvert and extrovert. An introvert is a person more interested in his own thoughts and feelings than in things around himself. But an extrovert is a person who is more interested in what goes on around him than in his own thoughts and feelings. The person always thinks of himself is called introvert. The person who thinks of his surroundings, neighbors, then he is called as extrovert. Okay. So, the person who thinks himself is known as introvert. The person who thinks of others and then himself is called as extrovert. Extrovert. It is good to be an introvert or an extrovert. Tell your partner about this. It is good to be partly extrovert and partly introvert. So, we should be sometimes introvert and sometimes extrovert. If you are always introvert also doesn't help, and if you are always extrovert also doesn't give you good opinion. So it is good to be partly extrovert and partly introvert depending upon the circumstances. Being totally introvert shows the sign of selfishness, because an introvert person always thinks about himself without bothering about others' feelings. Sometimes this attitude will be good, but introvert person suffers a lot from his loneliness one or the other day. So introvert persons, if they have some problem in their life, they feel very difficulty. Next we have here exercise part. Work with your partner and supply the missing models. So we have here models, that is can and may. Can is used to take a permission and also which is possible. I can. That means that I have the capability to do that. Can. May, it may happen. Just you are guessing it, which is 50-50. May means it may happen, it may not happen. Will is also of future, it will happen or no, you are not sure. Can, it shows the possibility or capability of someone or something. So let us see here. We are going to Ragigudda temple. Ravi, Ravi will have to climb 100 steps there. Grandma, can you do that? Grandmother's friend. That may not be difficult for me, Shanta, but it may be difficult for Veena. Maybe. That means it is not. I hope that. I feel it. Grandmother's friend. Is this a new car? Ravi. Yes, it is. Veena auntie. Bless me. Touches their feet. And then grandma and friends. May God bless you. Then Ravi tells, Mother, can I take grandma and aunties to Banashankari temple? That means it's a permission. He is taking a permission. Can I take grandma and aunties to Banashankari temple? Mother says, yes, but drive safely, Ravi. I will. That means I will do it. I will, Mother. Did you have a good trip? Grandma says, yes, we did. Malati. Friends, we must thank Ravi for that. Ravi, oh no, Leela auntie, it was a pleasure for me. Then Ravi says, Mother says, Ravi, do you know Veena is flying to her grandson's place in France this Sunday. Grandson means Momaga. Ravi says to Veena auntie, take care, Veena auntie. Mother, oh, she will take care of herself. She can speak French. Okay. Then we have write the noun forms of the verbs. Write the noun form for the verb. So choose. Choose is a verb. Choice is a noun form. Choose, choice. Live. Live is a verb. Livelihood. It's a noun form. Lose, lose. Sing, sing along. Sing along. Speak is a noun. Verb. Speech is a noun. Run is a verb. Runway is a noun. So write 2 sentences for each pair of verb and noun. Example, she always chooses her dresses well. Her choices are always good. Verb, if I am given a chance, I will choose to live in the green hills. This is choose. and I had no choice but to agree with him. So noun is choose, sorry, verb is choose, noun is choice. Verb. Even if we lose a fight, we should be chivalrous enough defeat. Noun. The book I thought was lost was found under the bed. Yes. Okay. Lose, lost. Verb. Here are some sentences. Write by your own. Then we will see our odd man out, which is odd one. We will remove that word. Economics, economist, sociology, history. Economist is a professional, all others are study subjects. So economics is a sociology, history, these are subjects. Economist is a person who studies economics. Economics, economist, sociology and history, these are subjects. But economist is a person who studies economist. So we will remove economist. Next there are 4 words: drama, singer, actor, dancer. Drama, singer, actor, dancer. So here singer means the person who does, actor alone, dancer alone. So drama is a name of the show. So these are 3 person professions. This is a drama is enacted, all others are performers. Tiger, cheetah and leopard. So what is here? Tiger. A cub can be any of these animals. So we will remove. Here are some additional questions. Write down in your classwork. This is 1, 2, 3. Yes. So I am sending you PDF also. Check it and write down. Okay. Next we will discuss remaining exercise part. And then we will have a Meadow surprises poem. Okay, so thank you for watching, children. I hope you all are doing it and enjoying the video classes. Yes, but be safe from going outside. Okay, thank you for watching the video. Keep on watching. And be safe at home, but write neatly. Bye.